Oh, yeah, you scared me there, friends and family. I wasn't expecting to see you so early here in the country kitchen this afternoon. Yep, Gracie done failed me again. Let y'all sneak on in. But you're just in time because we're about ready to start prepping for a fantastic meal. One that was done on Sundays and on holidays many times as I was growing up. It wasn't like we were going to have it every week or every month. Here again, special occasions. So since I was getting ready to prep one of the vital ingredients that are in most of my recipes, let me show you what I got going on and what I think about it and why I think it's important. Okay? So throw your coats off, pull up a chair, or you can come help too, whatever you want to do. So what we got to do first is we got to peel some onions. And that's what made me think, you know, just how things change. And I never thought about peeling onions till a couple years back when I retired. And of course, I'm on a fixed income like many of y'all are. And then the events of 2020, 2021 made it all the more apparent that we got to change things. And I change all things. Now I got onions right now. When will I have them again? Who knows these days, right? So, I'm going to show you how I used to do an onion. And I've got a yellow onion right here. And I'd come in and I'd take the top off. And I'm frugal. I'd take just a small cut. I go to the root end, and I know there are many hacks out there that show you to leave that on there, but I don't. Because sooner or later, you got to cut it off, right? And then what I would do is I'd come down the center, and I would give it another cut. But then I'd have issues getting this here brown peel off. So what I would do is I would come in here and I'd take off the first or second layer of that onion, just like I'm doing now. Maybe I'd have to take off 2 layers, like this particular onion. We're going to have to take off 2 layers. So that one's peeled. Come over here to the next one, and I do the same thing. Taking off 1 or possibly 2 different layers, and you can see there's a bad place there. So the second layer has got to come off as well. So we lost 2 onion rings. Right here they are, off that onion. Quite a bit of waste. So what do I do now? What makes it different? Well, I was irritated one day, and I just dropped that one. And I can't remember why. It was early in 2020. Probably irritated about how everything was going. But I need to cook. And I came on in, and I just wasn't feeling it. So I started slamming my onion down and rotating it, like we are now. Then I went ahead and cut the top off again. Turned around, cut my root end off. Gave it the traditional cut in the center to where you got 2 halves. But I think part of my frustration was, you know, being on a fixed income, I didn't want to waste any of my onion. So now I just want to get that little black and brown off the outer side with the least amount of waste as possible. So I'm just peeling off that brown layer. You can see there's just a touch of brown. So we're getting rid of that too. And then went over here and finished it up on the other half. You can see right there, it's paper thin. Just going to peel it back away. So, by slamming it down, it helps release that thin brown skin that plagues us all when we're peeling an onion. And that's why, and I follow a lot of cooking videos, that I still see people take their knife, cut through at least the first or second layer, peel it away, and discard it. But let me show you the amount of waste between the two. This was the first way. That's quite a bit of waste. We're going to get out our little shopping bag that we recycle. Right here, as many of y'all have seen in the country kitchen. Take out to the compost pile and feed it. We'll just dump that in there. Now, we're going to put on what we actually did on the second one. And you can see, it's primarily that thin brown skin right there. That's all there is. The very first thin brown layer. So we got way more onion. And to me, like I say, living on a fixed income, the events of 2020 and 21 have made me watch every penny in every meal I cook. Because other than your living expenses, i.e. rent, mortgage, health care, food comes in depending on how you cook and what you buy as number 2 or number 3 expense in your life. And I just thought it was interesting because I think the youngins, from what I see on social media, they just tend to cut through the first 2 or 3 layers, discard it. Now granted, some people will save this and make stock out of it. And in all honesty, I could too. But I just rather feed the worms in the compost pile. But I thought since I was prepping here, getting all ready for my special meal that I'm preparing, I might share that with you and also ask you, how do you peel an onion? I'd like to know, and let me know down in the comments below the video. So y'all, I know that ain't life changing, but it's just one of those little pro tips. Smack that onion. Take out some of your aggression maybe, and then just peel off those little thin layers of brown. Instead of getting out the knife and cutting through the first couple or maybe 3 layers and wasting it. Times are hard, and they may be getting harder. So maybe that'll help you, maybe not. Until I, Gracie, which is energetic all around my feet, and the kitty crew, see y'all on the next video. Y'all take care. Stay safe out there. And warm. Till we see you on the next video. Goodbye for now. Well, that's the first thing prepped. Now we got potatoes, carrots, garlic, chicken. Yeah. At least we got going. And we still got to put something together with all of our maters we got. Up on the windowsill, here on the counter, and on the dining room table. Okay. Gracie, What are you doing? You're just wide open, aren't you? You want to say anything? You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Nope. Gracie don't want to say hi because she's afraid if she says anything, she'll have to help. You know, she ain't got no thumbs. Later, all.